Right, welcome back. Parked up in the corner of the car park, right behind what we call Spanish City. We're going to go for a little wander. Not for long though, because it's pretty dark now. It's about just gone 6:30, and it's pretty black. But let's see what we can see. So I'm just going to look up now, and we'll see where it takes us. Right, where am I parked? Park Road car park, Whitley Bay, just behind what I call Spanish City. It's quite dark, but let's see what excuse me, we can get on camera. I mean, I've had a little recce before, and I want to show you this fabulous building around the corner here that is all lit up. So we are right on the front now. Usual plethora of penny slots. Haven't really got much to say really, other than just enjoy the bright lights. Cafes, bars, restaurants. Right. Spanish City. Those of you who know that many years ago there used to be a fun fair. People used to come far and wide back in the day, proper seaside town, weekend here, sandcastles on the beach. The beach is right beside us, but you obviously can't see it. For me, this is the jewel in the crown. So I'm just going a quick wander. As you can see, the dome on the top, I don't know much of a history about it. You probably can't see it really, the quality of the camera is not the best. But cafes, bars, really busy. Well, it's quite early evening, but it usually gets busy. But what a fabulous building. Big arch, with them towers on the top. North Tyneside Council manage this area, and I have to say we have to them. They've spent a substantial amount of money here over the years. Massive regeneration, and it's absolutely fabulous. I can imagine be really packed here in the summer. It is packed here in the summer. I'm quite a good visitor. I often visit this neck of the woods. So obviously you've got the big gallery premiering next door, and you've got the Beefeater on the other side of that. But I just quickly wanted to show you this building and where I am. We're right on the coast, right on the beach. It is bitterly cold, so I'm going to wander around. I'm going to work up a bit of an appetite, and we're going to get back to the van. Right, we're back from a little walk. Let's just put that microphone on there. It's absolutely bitter out there. I mean, it's only early evening, but the wind's starting to get up. It's 4 degrees, the wind's getting up, so it feels like minus 37. So, I'll put the heating on before I had a little wander, because it's absolutely freezing. Really knows the difference. Right. Little bit of evening walk there, stretch the legs, get the blood flowing, check my surroundings. All is good in the hood. Take the sweatshirt off. I went berserk I've got a little fish and chips, cod and chips. I'm just going to put a couple of candles on there, set the scene, make it cosy. Sandalwood and musk. Let's put that there and hopefully that'll set the smoke alarm off. White linen and orchid. Come berserk. You think I was entertaining, wouldn't you? Unfortunately not. Anyway, a couple of candles. Set the scene. Pantrini's traditional fish and chip shop on the front there. Well, just on the corner from the front. Been trading since 1920. Corner and bump on the walls. So instead of cooking tonight, I thought I'd treat myself. Give my hands a little wipe. She's already put salt and vinegar on for us, but I've got some tomato sauce there, which is the law. So what have we got? Fish and chips. Probably a small one, like, oh geez, it is small as well, that's a bloody tiddler. Anyway, I'm going to load this on the plate, serve it all up. I didn't want much, to be fair. Small cod and chips, $8.95. Can't really go wrong with that, can you? With a splash of sauce. What am I washing it down with, you may ask? Well, I have got a Sauvignon Blanc. Give that a little ride out. Product of Chile via a warehouse in Milton Keynes. But anyway, let's have a little go. Nice cold drinks is warming up. Don't want to go berserk. Don't want to piss the bed. Quite refreshing, actually. So let's have a look what we've got. See that there? Small cod, chips, salt and vinegar, splash of tomato sauce. Right. Right, food's been eaten. Oh, I think yours okay. Just going to put the mic on there. Pantrini's, small cod and chips, absolutely lovely, to be honest. Fat chips, done in beef, very nice. Chips weren't that hot, but to be fair, there's a bit of a 5-minute walk back to the van, so we probably lost some of the heat, but yeah, absolutely lovely. I've just recharged my glass, so right on cue. The smoke alarm was starting to go crazy. I think it's the moody candles in the corner, but anyway, we'll persist. I haven't really got a script. Excuse me. Haven't really got a script tonight. Just a few thoughts, really. So, for those who watch the channel, you will know that I'm doing a little camper van build on the side. Fortunately, I'm blessed with practical skills, which allows me to put a camper van together. so I'm busy doing that. I'm doing it out in the cold, to be fair, but I don't mind doing it. Bloody alarm. One moment, I shift the alarm. Right, I'm back in the room. Yeah, so if you can, please watch the build series. I mean, I'm quite far along now. So hopefully the shiny stuff, the furniture building and assembly and installation is just about complete now. So please, I know when you do camper van builds, they're all the same, and you know, cleaning, wiring, everything else. It's not how I enjoy doing them. Numbers wise, not really getting a great deal of numbers, but that's fine. The numbers seem to be on the one-nighters. So what I really want to talk about really is a couple of things. My parents looks like they are heading for supported living now, because they're at a stage of their life where they need that. For some reason, when they have a little turn, they end up in hospital, they end up sending them back home. They can't cope. Various care packages in place, but it just doesn't seem to work. So unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on ways you want to look at it, they are heading into residential care. So I've got that too organised. Fortunately, I've got good support. Apologies for the beeping in the background. It may stop in a minute. So I've got the support of the social services. They've been quite good, but you know, we'll see how we'll get on with that. A few notable people in and around Whitley Bay. I forget the name of the actor, somebody Tomlinson. As usual, I'm doing any research. He lives up the road here. He was up before the court, the turn of the year, maybe last year actually. Now he had a bit of a roll around the pavement with somebody passing. Fortunately, got away with it, or the court found him not guilty, where you want to look at it. We're in the home of, oh, I forget what's it called. Sam Fender, that's it. Apparently he frequents on these parts. I mean, he's probably been out there in all these for years, you know, as the way it goes. So, but yeah, here we are in Whitley Bay, and really quiet now. I'm in a car park. It's quite busy, the car park, and it was pretty cool. So hopefully that'll keep all the riffraff in. So I'm hoping to have a quiet night. Now I've read the reviews online, and the only people you got to out for really is the traffic wardens. Now this vehicle's quite long. I've managed to get it in one bay. The bum's hanging over the grass, but it's in one bay. So we'll see how we'll get on with that, carry on. Something else I'm going to try as well. I've tried it before. I didn't last bloody 10 minutes. I'm going to try fasting. People's got various views on that. So I've had a fish and chip supper, half a bottle of wine, and I'm going to try 72 hours fasting. Now, I'm a strong believer in if you want to do it, you really can do it. So I've been doing a lot of research on YouTube. I mean, I'm getting a bit of a pot on this here, and I can feel it. Stodgy, lethargic, you know how it goes. Bit of a bad diet, that sort of stuff. So I'm going to try 72 hours fasting. I'm going to offset it by drinking lots of water, dehydration. So we'll see how we'll get on with that. Apparently it does wonders for your body, and I need a bit of a pick-me-up, so I'll let you know, I'll get on with that. So I'm going to crack on with my wine. I'm going to put the TV on, and I won't get a reception, as is the way. So I should bid you good evening, and then tomorrow morning we're going to get loaded up with clothes, because it's going to be cold again. Hat, scarf, gloves, the usual crap. Well, good morning guys. Welcome back to Whitley Bay. Really nice, quiet park up. Well, fairly quiet. I mean, we had the cars going past, but no boy races with a pumpy exhaust. Really nice food at Pantrini's. So it's the following morning. It's the first full day of my fasting. So water all day. So I'm going to start with a little water along the front here. We're actually on the Northumberland Heritage Trail, but we've got to start somewhere. And over my shoulder here, you have Tynemouth, which is the north side of the River Tyne. I don't know if you can see on the horizon there, as the sun's coming up, we have the DFDS daily ferry coming in from Imunden in Holland. Short little mini cruise, done it a couple of times. Not a bad little way to spend a couple of hours overnight. So we're going to go to this walk, but where I am at the moment, I've just been reading the information board there. So really interesting facts. I didn't know there was a Greek ship ran aground here in 1947. Fortunately, or unfortunately, it's all gone now. The local pirates, the local authority, Mother Nature's got rid of it all. But we're going to start with a little walk at a place called Brown's Point. I'm going to show you this. Now, I didn't know. Sorry, a natural bathing pool during the Victorian era. That fills up and empties. Obviously, it's not used today, but I didn't know that. Fantastic history around here. I mean, look at this bay around here. I like to come in the morning where it's pretty quiet. Just me and the dog walkers. I mean, look at that sunset. Absolutely fabulous. So we're going to walk along the front and we're going to cherry pick a few items to look at and talk about. Right, we're going to start a little walk, excuse me, as we drop down onto the side of the beach. Starting to get a bit busy now on the footpath. Got the usual dog walkers spraying their shit everywhere. And a lot of people doing running, cycling, everything else. I prefer to seek my exercise and walking. So we're going to walk towards Spanish City, and you're going to take in some of the views with me, and whatever comes out of my mouth, we'll talk about it. Whitley Bay, really nice place. Been coming here since a small boy. Always pretty clean, always nice, always well turned out, always popular. Lots of nice places to eat. There is now plenty parking. I mean, parking in seaside towns used to be frowned upon many years ago, but local authorities are starting to come round now and realise, look, we can't continue antagonising motorists. Motorists bring in money to our little towns and villages, especially little seaside towns like this. You can actually come here on the train, on the what we call the metro. It's served by Whitley Bay station, and Colour Court is just up the road. So you're not a million miles away if you want to use the metro. That's when it works, that is. So I prefer companies' places first thing in the morning, so you can get the rawness, the freshness of the day. It's a dizzy 5 degrees now, so the Ice Age cold snap is gone now. So we're just going to wander. Yeah, nice place, Whitley Bay. Population, I think it's about 45,000 according to Wikipedia. Nice place, pretty low crime rates, all the usual, but it's very popular, and why not? I mean, I often go up and down the coast along here, and a bit further up the coast, you probably can't see it at the distance, is St Mary's Lighthouse. Well worth a visit. I like to go in the off season. I've got a big vehicle, so it's something that's going to be a bit tricky when you're parking, you know. So actually take advantage of these quieter times. Get out and about. Get the fresh air in your face. So we're going to wander up to the beach. Right, we're just around the corner from a fabulous building. I don't really know the history. I've been brought up with it. So we'll spin round and I'll show you. I was here last night just to get a flavour of the area. I drive through here often, but I don't often walk through. But yes, Whitley Bay. I mean, if you're feeling, one of the reasons why I started this channel was to try to document my journey through in the camera, get the best view there. Through what it can be like. I mean, I do enjoy my own company, but there are a lot of people out there who are lonely at any age, male, female. Other flavours are available, I'm led to believe. But you know, you've got to see life positive. If you're feeling a bit down, come to your coast. Tell me where your coast is. What's your go-to place? It could be inland. I mean, I know it can hard, when you get older, it can be hard to make new friends. And if you're by yourself and you feel a bit lonely and you find that difficult, just do a couple of other things. You know, you can just go to a coffee shop and sit in the corner and just take in the atmosphere, soak it up, drink an overpriced cappuccino. Well, in Whitley Bay, it'll probably be about £3.50 to start you off. Inevitably they're starting doing finance on the coffees now in some coffee shops, but anyway, the point I'm trying to make is if you're feeling a bit sad and blue, especially Christmas coming up, can be a lonely place for a lot of people, lonely time. Get out, just say hello to people in the mornings as they're passing. Sit in these coffee shops, even McDonald's, sit in the window, watch people go by. Sit on the front of a bus. Tend to the driver upstairs that I used to when I was a kid, and just drive around in the loop. Now, over in the distance there, you can't really see it now, so there's no point in spinning the camera around it. Looks like it's a Saturday morning fun run going along. So there's lots of people taking advantage of the area and where they are. So we're going to walk over to Spanish City and I'll try and get a frontal shot of this while we're walking. So here we are, Spanish City. It's the original frontage. Fantastically placed. Little coffee shops, gift shops underneath there. You can see, go further back, you can see the dome. Is it Edwardian? Is it Victorian? I'm thinking it was a Victorian there. I mean, there's the icing on the cake, the big dome there. I mean, behind it used to be a fun fair, and we used to come here and bus loads back in the day. Little shops is opening up, setting up for the day, trying to earn a few bob. Trenchers, fish, restaurant and bar upstairs, never been in. Can't park that there, mate. So let's take a walk along. Let's see if we can soak up some of the atmosphere, even though it's bloody freezing. It's only 5 degrees, but feels there's a bit of a wind chill going on. So we'll fallen soldiers from the wars, world wars recently remembered. That's your thing. We should celebrate that. No matter what flavour you are, no matter what books and stories you read. Now this looks like the path of the fun run. I can see in the distance a few marshals there, they're going to head my way. So I'm just going to come to one side. See if I can get the editing team to chuck in a few summer shots of what this beach looks like in its heyday and currently in the summer. But there's some fabulous walks going forward. You can walk for miles. Apparently it's part of the King George III. Was it a King George III? I'm not too sure. King George Walk. So here's the marshals, the volunteers. Giving up the time for free to make sure these people do these runs are safe and looked after. All freezing cold. I'm only guessing how far they've run. About a mile there, turn around, mile back. But in these conditions, first thing in the morning. Life isn't a race, life is a journey. Get up, get out. If you can, please subscribe. I'm going to leave it here. Be good, be safe, and I'll see you on the next one.